Hey you guys, it's been a minute, hasn't it? It's your girl Shani, and I'm back. It's been a minute. I'm doing something a little different today. I'm going to actually do some videos here from my bedroom because I'm too lazy to go down to my studio. So, with that being said, I wanted to get into talking about my part two of my dream that I had. And it's interesting how a lot of things are taking place right now. Rather, people are not realizing that it is or that it isn't. And just the many conversations that is being, discussed over social media sites and people doing a lot of reporting as far as mystery booms going off and stuff. So I wanted to get into talking about that and helping you guys see exactly what this is, just to my knowledge. Now, I don't know if you guys know, or if you have not been keeping up. Yes, there has been lots of sightings of meteorite showers falling from out the sky, earthquakes, things shifting all over the place, as far as landmass, sinkholes. Things has just been happening, and the news is not covering it. They're not necessarily even talking as if it's even happening. But we know who's paying these people off, right? We know all about that. So, with that being said, this was weeks ago, of course, and Jordan Peele, the guy that did the movie Get Out, he actually has another movie coming out. And it was interesting when I looked at the trailer. The trailer was like, oh my goodness, like it just sent off like many alarms as far as confirmation, as far as my apocalypse dream that I had. Now, if you don't know, then that should be the very last video. I did go back and check, and then this video will make sense as far as why I'm talking about it being a part two. And just to give a quick briefing back over it, without having to go back and, look at the video. If you are interested, go back and look at the video. But before I do, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Leave a comment. And, yeah, it's cool over here. So, I had this dream. And, y'all told me to wake up and just start having me look into some things like I was showing you guys before in my previous video. And I just know it was just chaos everywhere outside. And I remember waking up, and then I was able to still go to work, and it was just like riots and things like that were going on around just everywhere. Like what's happening now is just not happening like right then and there. So people who are like, following me on Facebook and stuff like that, and who has checked out my live videos before I start coming to YouTube, they will know that I've been telling people for quite some time now, for the last couple years. And it was just recently I had seen helicopters. They were just moving around the city like clockwork. And now we're getting noise from underground. We're getting showers from above. We're getting outages, blackouts, deportation. So much chaos is happening. It's just like a slow progress. It's pushing in and pushing in and pushing in, right? And I know it's just a matter of time now that I'm going to see these things take place. But yeah, I came to work one day. This was in my dream. And like I said, it was chaos everywhere. And I remember, just driving around at my job, and I was, in the back, like I was telling y'all before, and I seen just this guy, like, just had this whole full takeover body-wise, and he just started to, stand there, and he was just like, doing that underneath a line. And I was just sitting there looking like, is he for real? What's going on? And then all of a sudden his flesh, like it was like a whole unzip kind of thing, and he just stepped out, and it was another creature underneath his flesh. And he was like, you know, and he continued, and he started shape-shifting into these different colors and different forms of a beast, different creature forms, but they had stingers also, which was very interesting. And I remember him saying, "I want your sister." And he just like, you know, jumped out at me and everything, and then it's just like he disappeared. And it made me weary for some time. And like I told you guys, some interesting people, some stuff that I tell you guys to go and I refer to go check out what they're talking about. I do that for a reason, because as crazy as you guys don't think this world is going in, it really is happening. And it's not your everyday conversation. It's just really not. And you're not always too comfortable giving that conversation to people, because people won't understand, because they're still asleep. So it's like, it's I honestly believe there is like levels of learning. There's always levels of learning things. And just like a babe, you know, a babe can't just come right out the womb and just start eating food, you know, table food. You have to give it gradual steps before the belly is mature enough to handle the contents thereof that goes inside. So I want you guys to see this video. Hopefully, if I can't and it won't let me upload, then I will come back and, you know, and edit the video, and then I'll just do it in a different way where I can at least let you guys see. So I'll just leave it here, and then I'll let you guys see. So check this out.
Lost. Stick with me, and I'll keep you safe.
There's a family in our driveway.
It's probably the neighbors. But y'all scared of a family? Hi, can I help you?
Zora, put your shoes on.
If you want to get crazy, we can get crazy. What are you people?
It's us.
They look exactly like us. They think like us. They know where we are. We need to move and keep moving. They won't stop until they kill us. Or we kill them.
Be careful.
Okay, so yeah, like that's going to be a very interesting movie. I know this for a fact, and it literally supports everything that I showed you guys in my previous video about it. Check it out. I suggest you do. Then I was gone when I seen that. Like, that's it. Like, and I've been telling people, like, we have to really learn how to discern the spirit. We can't sit around here and think that because someone looks like you, that, you know what I mean, you're safe or they are a reliable ally. That's not always the case, you know. And I know a lot of people, you know, different camps of sorts, you know, they, you know, say what they say about who's who by looking at them. And see, Yah is calling out people through the spirit. The spirit, not just like, oh, well, that's your flesh. Yeah, we know what they are, but at the same time, Yah is doing a level of circumcision, and a lot of people are honestly waking up. You have those who are of the other genetic bloodlines, and they are now acknowledging who we are, and that we are the people that is spoken about in the Bible. And you got a lot of people out here who don't even believe it. They, you know, believe they're Egyptians. I don't know why, you know, Where is the facts at as far as saying that you are Egyptian? You can't say that without supporting how did Egyptians get here in America. Like, I have never seen a history book or anyone recording anything in history to say that the Egyptians are here in, you know, North America, or that all of Africa is the same people and that they're Egyptians. And it's just like, you know, I get it. A lot of people feel like we're connected back to that. Spiritually we are, because that was our first bondage, you know, that was on record, you know what I mean? Yeah, we were other places, and that place where I say is on the first, that it was on record, because that was the first time that Yah delivered us out of bondage. That was the first time it went on record. All the other times we were set free. We went about ourselves, came back together, and, you know, as I know, the rest is history. Now, I was trying to tell people that this is the locust from the bottomless pits, and these people will look like you and I, and you will be tricked, and it will happen within a blink of an eye. And I want to show this video, this other video, you guys, why people are seeing these things. What I believe is happening, I believe that they are unlocking the bottomless pit at this moment. That's why they have those devices in, you know, CERN, and you see all this military space program. You see them chemtrail in the skies and stuff like that. It's a bigger purpose behind things. They're going to trick us. They're going to try to trick us. They're going to make us believe that what is coming is from above, but really it's about to come from below. And we were warned that what was going to happen below is going to happen first before his return. These things have to take place. So let's jump into a scripture that supports what that is, and I'll be back with the rest of my commentary. Okay, let's hop in these scriptures. All right, so we're going to start off at Luke 21:7, and it says, "And they asked him, saying, Master, but when shall these things be? And what sign will there be when these things shall come to pass? And he said, Take heed that ye be not deceived, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, and the time draweth near. Go ye not therefore after them. But when ye shall hear of wars and commotions, be not terrified, for these things must first come to pass, but the end is not by and by." Okay? That's the first thing, okay, you guys? Then 21:10 says, "Then said he unto them, Nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And great earthquakes shall be in diverse places, and famines, and pestilences, and fearful sights, and great signs shall there be from heaven. But before all these, they shall lay their hands on you and persecute you, delivering you up to the synagogues and into prisons, being brought before kings and rulers for my name's sake. And it shall turn to you for a testimony. Settle it therefore in your hearts, not to meditate before what ye shall answer. For I will give you a mouth and wisdom, which all your adversaries shall not be able to naysay nor resist." Okay, so like I said, you guys, I want to get more in depth with that word, and we will be definitely breaking that down very shortly. But also I want to get you guys to see this one video where this just recently took place. So Dabu777 has definitely covered his ends on it. And if you guys want to understand more about the Locust Army and the Bottomless Pit and how they are taking form, you can go and check out Jonathan Kleck's channel, because he is like, he gets it. He got it, you know, and that definitely was, those are videos that, you know, it looks crazy. It looks mind-boggling. But you know, you guys got to understand where people get their inspiration from as an artist, as a writer. And not speaking like as far as him, I'm just saying the things that we look at in this world every single day, where did it come from? What was inspired behind it? Why did they, you know, use certain statues or use certain words and stuff? Like, we got to start waking up and understanding that this is not a place for games at this point, you guys. And this is the year for people to be taking sides. And I was actually told that, and I was actually told to look at this one word in the Strong's Concordance, and it was like, oh my goodness, it was so revealing. It gave a big revelation, and I want to show that also to you guys today. So I am going to let you guys see this video from Dabu777 of him reporting. He has many videos covering about this, but I'm going to keep it simple. I'm going to, you know, breeze through some of the videos that he has covered. He's not the only one. Just, I like how he just gets straight to the point. That's just, you know, and let us know what it is. He don't, you know, take too much time to, you know, let you go ahead and do your own research behind what he's reporting. So yeah, let's get into that video. Check this out.
That is what they are saying is a mystery boom that was caught on video surveillance. This is in Lakeview out of New Orleans. This comes on the heels of a lot of other reports of mystery booms across the country. I just did a report here recently out of North Carolina, where the same thing is ongoing. This one, however, shows a flash of light in the neighborhood. You can hear the explosion. Nothing was blown apart. My first thought was that someone did this, detonated something. There was nothing on the ground that showed any signs of anything being blown apart. There was also no signs, as you can see in the video, of lightning coming down out of the sky. Some had said maybe ball lightning, some kind of energy phenomenon that's happening. But this clip shows a burst of light in this area. No damage done, but it did rattle homes and was very loud. And this is ongoing. This is something that keeps happening. The authorities and others in this area have no answers for this. But this time, unlike all the other times where we get nothing or we only get audio, we actually got some video to go along with this, and it shows a bright flash in an area where apparently there's no damage. So it's left the residents bewildered. I wanted to share it with you guys. I dropped a mystery boom video on the other channel. This is the latest. I'll leave links below. Eyes to the skies, y'all.
Hey, what's up, YouTube? It's Richie from Boston. It's the 9th of February. It's 2019. And remember this video I put up a month ago? And then very similar videos I put up from time to time on the exact same topic, like helicopters all over the East Coast, something's coming, be ready, so forth and so on. 4 days ago, military drills. Do you see what I'm saying? You see where I'm going with this? Because Zero Heads just reported again that these things are back and all over Los Angeles, scaring people, all sorts of crazy stuff, doing night maneuvers. They have bases for this. Do you see what I'm saying? No volume, but you see what I'm saying. Flying right down the middle of the streets with troops on the ground in Los Angeles. You think this is for some other place besides Los Angeles or America or New York or Boston or Atlanta? How much more before people understand that this isn't a conspiracy theory? It's a conspiracy. They have military bases for a reason. This is getting out of hand and it's not slowing down. You know why? They don't have to slow down because most people are too busy looking at the Super Bowl or caring about groceries or getting to work or paying their taxes. Meanwhile, we have troops and choppers flying below building rooftop level through Los Angeles, and it's been going on for a while. And it was happening here in Boston, and it was happening all up and down the East Coast. They've been doing it for over a month now. And let's not forget the Transformers blowing up all over the place. Do you see what I'm saying? You may want to share this. You may want to be prepared. Or maybe you just want to laugh because it's black helicopters and tinfoil hats. I was in the military. I talked to military dudes in and ex every day of the week, one way or another. You train as you fight. You're going to train. In the streets of America, your superiors are getting ready to release you in the streets of America. Richie from Boston, you may want to share this.
All right, brothers and sisters, I'm going to break into this one article that I ran across that talks about a latest rocket for the world's first artificial meteor shower in 2020 flew over Japan tonight. And I'm going to read briefly some of this article, which was interesting. Like I was telling you guys, what they're trying to do is deceive us from above. But really, what's going to take place is going to come from beneath at first. And all of these things are going to take place at the same time. And it says the artificial meteor showers is the creation of the Tokyo-based firm Astrolife Experiences, or ALE, the BBC first reported. The company, led by CEO and founder Lena Okawima, I could have butchered that, but forgive me, works in what it calls the space entertainment sector. The artificial meteor shower works similarly to real ones. Pellets burn up in the atmosphere, putting on a light show. ALE's tech makes the most of the disintegration routine by releasing centimeter-sized pellets that dissolve into bright colors as they heat up and break down into the atmosphere, ALE claims. Their version is an improvement over natural meteor showers as it lasts longer and is brighter, so it can be seen even with city lights polluting the dark sky. ALE has spent 7 years perfecting its artificial meteor making device, and it is ready for liftoff. It will hitch a ride on the Japanese Space Agency's Epsilon rocket as part of a program that gives students and space businesses the chance to test experiments, projects, and products in space. Okay, so they're talking about launching this rocket. Note this article was written on the 16th of January. So they've already done it, and they launched it. And yeah, they're testing things out. This may be why we're seeing these crazy things like this happening in the sky. And it's kind of like, it's like a cover-up or something, you know, kind of mask the sounds from underneath. And they'll be like, oh, well, that was why, because it was a meteor. But now we know that it's not real meteor showers that's coming down, because we got it here in Michigan. It's sightings of it in California, everywhere, like all over the whole entire country, and also other countries as well. And so we know what the deal is, and we know that Japan is in alliance with the United States. So if they got this going on, you know, then we already know who's behind what's happening here. And that's why I tell you guys, do not be deceived, okay? They're trying to trick everybody. And if you are not up on your game, your A game, you're not, you know, paying attention to what's going on, if your main priority and focus is everything other than what the scriptures are actually talking about, you're just basically the walking dead, because you're not even prepared. You're going to freak out. You're going to do something. You're going to follow something, and it's going to be to your own demise. So don't do that to yourself. I'm not going to do a long video like I always did. I just wanted to get kind of like to the point. There are other things I do want to talk about, but we will be talking about it on a later date. But I want to end it here. And we're definitely going to get into those scriptures. All right. So make sure that you guys like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you guys, if it is in Yah's will, at a later date. Thank you. Take care. Bye.